Coach Sheldon Harrison. There never been no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. All right. LDWMMAC. This is your boy, the Coach live on the Coach Show, live. My goodness, man. Ooh, it's a great Sunday, ain't it, y'all? Ooh, it's a great Sunday. It's a great Sunday to talk about MMA. Man. So Cris Cyborg, Coach Rick Ramos, and Jessica Mccasskill, but really it's mostly Cris Cyborg and Coach Rick Ramos. Okay, that's just what it is. They're going back and forth, and they're going back and forth in my comment section, of course. It's kind of comical, man, because Cris Cyborg clapping back, and she clapping back very, very hard. So a commenter, I was doing an interview with Jessica Mccasskill, and one of my subscribers, Blood Boxing, shout out to Blood Boxing, he asked a question. He said, "Hey, would you guys be open to fighting Cris Cyborg since Amanda Nunes isn't comfortable leaving out of the MMA world?" And Blood said, "But Cris Cyborg is willing to do so." And I said, "Coach, what do you think about that?" And he said, "Oh, Cris Cyborg is all talk. She's all talk. Cris Cyborg not gonna leave the comfort zone of MMA because she's afraid she'll get embarrassed." Coach Rick Ramos said all this. Well, Cris Cyborg didn't take it. She didn't take it very well. Matter of fact, Cris Cyborg didn't like it, and Cris Cyborg clapped back. Man, let's look at what Cris Cyborg said. Okay, now you can see the initial comments down here, man. This is funny. So Cris Cyborg said the manager is answering the questions for the fighter in her own interview and says I'm clout chasing. Would love to hear Jessica continue to grow her brand. Damn. You know what? That's pretty intense, man. That's pretty intense. Cris Cyborg just kind of, look, she said it, look. Basically what she's saying is, Coach, let Jessica tell it. What you telling it for? Okay, and I'm putting it in my own words, but this is what Cris is saying. So Rick Ramos responds, okay? You don't want to fight anyone, all talk. Okay. Cris Cyborg then responds again, okay? Cris Cyborg says, Rick Ramos, boxing gym owner, trainer, and manager. But have you ever fought? How much money have you earned from your fight purses? Still listing your coaching and managing record as your credentials because you never wanted to fight. You clout chasing from, and I guess she's saying you're clout chasing. Wow. So, Cris Cyborg is definitely clapping back pretty hard. But y'all got to know Coach Rick Ramos, man. Coach Rick Ramos, man, that man can talk some shh. He can talk some shh, okay? And he can talk shh with the best of them. So Rick Ramos responds, Cris Cyborg, yes, I'll fought. Never professional. You won't come to boxing, like I said, all talk. You and I both know why you won't come to boxing. Stay in your lane. Oh, man, okay. And then he says, Cris Cyborg didn't come and stop talking. Merry Christmas, champ. Cris Cyborg, man. I tell you what, man. I gotta give props to the board. I didn't know Cris can actually trash talk. Cris is good. So Cris says Rick Ramos, a guy without a professional fight, who is talking in his fighter's interview as his own, is telling me I'm all talk. Oh man, emoji, and then she called him a clown. Yo, Cris Cyborg clap back hard, man. But you know what, man? Did Coach Rick Ramos do his job? And let's see what else he said. He said, Cris Cyborg, pay attention. The guy asking the questions asked me a question, so I answered it. I fought amateur, yes. Professional, no. Clearly you have zero boxing. Let's see what else he said. IQ. Some of the best boxing coaches, Angelo Dundee, never have fought before. You got tossed out of UFC, went to Bellator, clearly a down move, and you pissed high. Oh, man. So now this whole thing is starting to really, turn, like it's really starting to get heated, man. Rick Ramos, definitely trying to antagonize Cris Cyborg, and we know what it is, okay? We know what's going on. Cris Cyborg responds. And just like Cris Cyborg, boy, Cris Cyborg just said, look, and let's click on this. Cris Cyborg said, check it out, okay? Bellator signs Cris Cyborg. Bellator signs Cris Cyborg to the largest contract in women's MMA history. So, that was also a response. And you guys got to understand, that's a response to one of Rick Ramos's other things. And Rick Ramos actually said that, how much is Cris making? Is Cris doing this? Is Cris doing that? Well, Cris Cyborg is bossing. She bossing up. Now, she's saying, look, I don't have to clout chase. I signed the biggest contract in women's MMA history. And guys, that's what Cris Cyborg did. And then, of course, Rick Ramos, he clapped back. He said, Cris Cyborg, Bellator to me is the B League. I don't care what you make for a living. I'm happy for you. But none of that has anything to do with you being all talk and fake boxing call-outs. Go be with your family, man. Oh, man. And then you got something about Genesis Green. Genesis Green talking about, Cris Cyborg, you good. He talking a lot of S. I need to be there for this fight. Oh. So we even got fans in the comment section who even believe that Cris Cyborg could beat Jessica Mccaskill. But I got to ask y'all something, man. I got to ask y'all something. Did Coach Rick Ramos do his job? Did he? Now, this video might not get like millions of views. But did Rick Ramos do his job? That's the question that I'm going to ask y'all. That's the question. How does anything start? It starts from a conversation. Starts from a conversation. I don't know if there's enough interest in the fight, but I think if they keep going back and forth, and I think they'll probably take it to Twitter. I think they'll take it to Twitter, and knowing Rick Ramos, he's probably going to go over to Twitter and start a Twitter war with her. And he's Rick will do that. Cris Cyborg, definitely, yeah, man, I didn't know Cris Cyborg had this level of trash talk in her, man. Cris Cyborg clapped back. She said, look, check my receipts. I'm making money. Y'all know, hey, we Cris Cyborg fans over here. We support the board. We Jessica Mccaskill fans. We support them both. And it'll be interesting, man. It'll be an interesting fight. And I'll probably do a poll. Who do you think wins in a boxing match between Cris Cyborg or Jessica Mccaskill? I do a poll. And we'll see how many people actually truly believes that Jessica Mccaskill or Cris Cyborg wins this fight. Man, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. And it just started off a question that Cris Cyborg didn't particularly like the way Rick Ramos answered this question, and Cris Cyborg came back strong, man. And, it is what it is. Now, my thing is next. I do want to hear Jessica. I want to hear Jessica's stance on all this and where she's coming from. But I'll be honest with y'all. I know Coach Rick Ramos, and Jessica and Rick Ramos, they're real tight. He's not saying anything that she wouldn't say. He's not. Basically, these two, they think the exact same way most of the time. And he's not saying it. Jessica Mccaskill, she's not really that person that's very aggressive. She's aggressive in the ring, but her personality, Jessica is one of those chicks, she go with the flow. She go with the flow, and she trusts Rick Ramos completely. So whatever Rick Ramos is talking, that's what she going with. So a fight with Cyborg, that's what Jessica want. Y'all got to expect more out of this man, because it's not going away. Rick Ramos, they want the Cris Cyborg smoke, and Cris Cyborg is like, okay, is this a good fight? The fight that Cris Cyborg really is eyeing, Cris wants to fight with Katie Taylor. I can tell you that right now. That's the fight that she wants to fight. Cris, they're looking for the big person, and I can tell you that right now. If she's gonna box, it's gonna be worthwhile. See, when she was gonna fight Cecilia Brækhus is a bigger name in boxing, so they were eyeing that fight, and Cecilia Brækhus had called out Cyborg. But since Cecilia lost, Cris Cyborg was kind of having an eye on Katie Taylor. They actually want to make that fight. But Jessica Mccaskill has pretty much put herself in there. And I think something could happen, man, if they keep going at it. But I think Cris was coming from a standpoint where Jessica Mccaskill, you're not as popular. You're not a household name. You're not, and I think they're coming from that standpoint. But, we'll see as, things further develop on this. It's your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the king of WMMA on YouTube.